implementing this properly in this House. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Ko Dan Bidois.
Tēnā koe e te mana whakawā.
Kia ora.
And tēnā koutou, and welcome to everybody who's come down from the mighty East Coast, from Ngāti Porou, for the second reading of the Ngā Rohe Moana, or Ngā Hapū, or Ngāti Porou second reading bill. Madam Speaker, it's a pleasure to speak on this. I wasn't on the select committee that considered this bill, but it's still a pleasure to speak on what is, I think, an important stage for the Ngāti Porou iwi, and it's a really important stage for this bill to go through. And I just want to talk a little bit more about the purpose of the bill, and certainly before that acknowledge the work of the Māori Affairs Select Committee. Also acknowledge my colleague, the Honourable Chris Finlayson, and the work he's done throughout the years. This bill is the manifestation of many years of work, right from 2004 and right up until this stage, and also to the Minister, the Honourable Andrew Little, for bringing it to this stage in the House. So just to reiterate and confirm the purpose of this bill, which is to really to give effect to the deed that was signed between 47 Hapū and the Crown around the area of fisheries. And you know, it is a shame, and I do echo the sentiment that's been said many times in this House. It's a shame that not all 58 Hapū are signing this agreement, and we certainly extend the invitation for them to join this agreement. It is an important bill and an important deed for us to consider. Because this, of course, is really all about recognising customary rights and provides consistency between the deed and the customary fisheries regulations. And we're at the second reading stage now. This bill has been through the submission process, and we heard around about 215 submissions, and we got about 215 written submissions. We heard about 18 of those, and I just want to reflect on some of the key themes that came out of the submission process from this bill. Firstly is around recognising customary rights, and that was an issue that was reflected in some of the submissions that were made. Secondly, it clarifies the regulation of the freshwater fisheries, and that is certainly clear from the bill that's been put forward to the House. It clarifies, of course, the customary marine title and the marine title for conservation processes as well. So, Madam Speaker, this is an important deed and an important bill that recognises and cements a deed between the 47 Hapū that is in the Ngāti Porou area and the beautiful East Coast, the area that sees the sun, the first in New Zealand, and that in many ways sees the horizon first as well. So the wider context of this bill, Madam Speaker, is that certainly this House and previous Houses have made substantial progress on treaty settlements and treaty claims. All in all, I think there's been about 90% of all claims have now been mandated. The Crown has signed 85 of those deeds with iwi over the years, and I wish to acknowledge the efforts of the current government to continue along these efforts to conclude such a process. And I think that is what we all want to see is past grievances and past issues acknowledged, but also tried to be addressed. But then secondly, and most equally to that, Madam Speaker, is around focusing on the future. What will this deed and what will this bill, once enacted, enable the good people of Ngāti Porou to do? It will, in essence, enable them to enjoy customary rights over the fisheries area and enjoy the fruits of the sea. And I think that is also very important to that effect. So, Madam Speaker, it is a very, very good day to be talking about the second reading of this bill. And I just want to acknowledge again all the good work from the Maori Affairs Select Committee in bringing this bill to the second stage. And I look forward to possibly commenting in its third reading later on. So thank you, Madam Speaker.
I understand this is a split call. You have 5 minutes, the Honourable Willie Jackson.
Kia ora tātou. Ngā whanaunga taumai nei tēnei wā ki te